You're a holiday powerhouse. You host the dinners, shovel neighbors' sidewalks, and make everything from scratch. You definitely don't need help making the holidays happen. But Dunkin's Holiday Blend Coffee? A warming medium roast complete with sweet notes of dried fruit and molasses. Or a cranberry orange muffin made with real cranberries just might convince you a little help never hurt. Especially the hot caffeinated kind. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer. Terms apply.
At the Home Depot, we have plenty of Christmas trees to make your holidays even more magical. Hundreds of full, easy-to-assemble artificial trees that look so real, you may be convinced they actually are. And for those who love that fresh pine smell, we have a parking lot full of fresh-cut trees to call your own. We'll even help you load your tree in the car so you can bring home the holidays. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
Yeah. At this point.
Well, so in today's, you know who eats it up the most? Battle has the Zeus.
That kind of shit.
Don't get me started on Love Is Blind. And she said on camera, I read the Quran, and I know that the first...
Like, listening to it, I was like, oh, she must have married the over by highway patrol, not wearing a seat. I'm gonna grab the shot, and I'm gonna shot it off the stairs.
Really, really good.
Sorry, that is wild to me about that. Is it like...
I'm gonna get my 15.
Not realistically, this is the best part. If you really wanted them to do the best part.
And everything goes fire.
Yeah, symbolically. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Kelly. You ever get the symbolic clap?
It's almost like better if we fuck it up.
Yeah.
At this point.
Well, so in today's episode, we're breaking down the Kevin and Tilmon. How do you say their last names? I hate pronounce. I'm gonna pronounce it wrong.
Golphin.
Golphin.
Is what Golphin? Like
Golphin.
No, I was definitely pronouncing Golphin. Like
I was saying the same thing.
Well, I mean,
Golphin
also sounds like it could be right.
Yeah.
You know what? I
Kevin
don't
and
know for sure.
Tilmon Golphin case, which is a tragic story about robbery, murder, and the death penalty, and, sprinkling some racism, which was brought to my awareness through the worst television show on earth, 90 Day Fiancé. And I love it, honestly. I love trash TV.
Like good old trash.
That's one of your toxic traits, Andre, for sure.
Oh, it's one of mine too.
100%.
I want to watch shitty TV and drink a glass of wine, and I don't want to
and judge
people.
people.
Talk shit. Yep. That's exactly what I want to do.
1 a.m. and Andre will send me a TikTok to or a Facebook reel or some shit to like a bad girls club interaction. I'm like,
yo,
what am I? Why?
That's me. You know who eats it up the most? Battle has the Zeus app just so he can watch trash TV.
That guy in the wheelchair.
Yes, Bobby. Yeah, he has a love show called
fun.
Bobby, I Love You Purr.
I remember y'all talking about it.
I love him so. Your Honor, just told her.
My favorite lately has been Love Is Blind and that kind of shit.
Don't get me started on Love Is Blind. They keep calling one girl plus size, and she's not even plus size. She's an average-shaped woman.
Yes.
But they keep trying to tell us, the audience, that she's plus size. Like, she looks great. What are you talking about?
Well, it's because she's their diversity pick.
Which is sad.
Yeah.
Because the bar is that low.
We're throwing an average woman. That's our diversity.
Everyone on here is hot. Even whatever. So if you don't know what 90 Day if you don't know what 90 Day Fiancé is, it's a reality TV show where couples apply for a K-1 visa to come to America to get married, or sometimes they have another spin-off called The Other Way, where Americans go to other countries to get married there. There's 7 spin-offs. It's like the Marvel Cinematic Universe of narcissists.
I had no idea that it had
there's so many.
Those branches.
There's The Other Way. There's Happily Ever After ? Plot twist or not. Then there's the Single Life. There's a lot.
Interesting. Oh, I also wanted to say before we get into it that, like, researching this, looking up the case, you sent it and I was like, oh, I think I know what this is. And I was like, well, that took a hard left turn. I was not expecting that.
How do you think I felt? Because, like, they said this offhandedly in the show. I was like, oh, this woman Kimberly. Ooh, okay. So let me start by saying that because there's so much lore. I try to condense it to one paragraph. So on this show, there's a man named Usman who is a aspiring African rapper who's been on the show before for dating a 70-something-year-old woman to try and come to America. Didn't work out because obviously he was playing her.
Very nice, sorry.
She found out. And this second woman, Kimberly, was a quote-unquote super fan of his from the first season of the show. They met on Instagram. She flew out to Nigeria, bought him a MacBook and a PlayStation 5.
Those are hard to get?
Are there male versions of this? Oh, duh. Where can I find one, though? I don't know.
OnlyFans. someone feet pics. And then she bought him these gifts and then begged him for, like, weeks to be his girlfriend. He finally, like, relented, and then she begged him to marry her. And his only condition was that I get to have more than one wife, and I get to make babies with all those wives. And
you're coming to America.
He didn't realize. So they're talking to the K1 visa lady, the lawyer, and she's like, "You can't do that in America." And he's like, "Well, no, I want out."
He said, "I know who Nick Cannon is." Yes, you can.
Yes, you can. I've seen it with my own. I've seen 19 Kids and Counting. I'm gonna do what I want.
Well, they're all from the same two people. That's a little different.
And Kimberly's whole thing about the polyamory, she was like, as long as I get to be the first wife. And she said on camera, I read the Quran, and I know that the first wife gets treated better than everyone else. And the people, Muslims,
fuck all those bitches.
Muslims were. She said the women in Africa are bred to be that way. They're made to be breeders.
What
and everyone's like,
fuck?
It's intense. Low-key racist. And when she gets called out for being racist, she always says, like, oh no, my son's black. And, his dad's black. And then I looked up who the husband was, and one of her ex-husbands, this man, Kevin.
Two of them are.
Yeah. And then it threw me down this rabbit hole. And I was like, holy fucking shit. Kim was previously married to Kevin Golphin, who was incarcerated for murder.
Golphin.
Yeah.
Is
not her baby daddy.
No. But they were married briefly. Kim saw his story on TV, visited him in jail one weekend, and she, quote-unquote, said that she believed in not passing judgment onto others, which is why she married him while he was in prison. They weren't together when the crimes of why he got to prison ever happened, but they got married so she could take care of his affairs and kind of just help him out. She did say that she loved him. They'd never consummated the marriage, however.
That was one thing. I was like listening to it, I was like, oh, she must have married this guy.
I thought it was like some Charles Manson type
before
shit.
He killed someone, and it was like, nope. I'm like, oh, she's one of those.
It makes it kind of way weirder.
Types.
Yeah. Like she saw a story, was like, I know what, I'm gonna go marry that man.
You need the power of attorney? We can get married.
You got you? Yeah. So according to online records, they were married in January 1999. The marriage was never consummated. Kim essentially just had power of attorney and was trying to help him with his affairs.
If anyone's wondering, that means they never touched peepees.
Not even through the bars.
No. I'm sorry.
But yeah, so like this whole crazy tangent kind of coalesces when you find out why Kevin is in jail, what crimes he committed. So I kind of like started out a little bit and let Kelly get into it. So in September 1997, Kevin and his brother Tilmon were arrested. They were charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder, 2 counts of robbery with a dangerous weapon, and 1 count of assault with a deadly weapon with intent to kill. Also 1 count of discharging a firearm and occupied property. Basically, they were having a night. But at the time, Tilmon was 19 and Kevin was 17, and they're accused of killing 2 white police officers during a traffic stop in Fayetteville. The brothers according to like the articles I found, had like an abusive upbringing and grew up in a violent, addiction culture, and also experienced a lot of racism. The brothers were unemployed in high school and were also high school dropouts. In 1997, one friend told a reporter that they didn't have a life and that they just wanted to get high all the time. In an interview, Sylvia Williams, the boys' mother, stated that she sent Tilmon away to live with her parents to keep the boys separated because she said that Kevin was constantly in trouble with the law and that he would like bring Tilmon down with him. After spending like another stint in juvie, Kevin was released, got on a Greyhound, and headed south to be with his brother. And when his mom found out, she told her parents like keep them away because they would get in some trouble. So Kelly, tell us what kind of trouble the boys wound up getting into.
So it was Menzies' ex-husband Kevin and his older brother Tilmon, as you said, who were driving along at night near a wooded area in Fayetteville, North Carolina, which, as you can imagine, that area does not have a great reputation as it is. And this was, like you said, in 97.
I think we covered like a couple of different cases from Fayetteville. Like North Carolina, South Carolina, I feel like
for sure. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Kevin was only 17 years old and his brother was 19 at the time. Kevin was driving and got pulled over by a highway patrol for not wearing a seatbelt. When the officer ran the plates, it turned out that the car had been stolen in connection with an armed robbery earlier. I don't know if it was that same day or what, but
I think it was the prior day was the robbery.
Oh, okay.
But like the wee hours, like something, where it was like...
The trooper then escalated the traffic stop. After radioing for backup, he drew his weapon on the two young men and ordered them out of the car. He shoved Kevin around, and when Kevin pushed back, he was thrown to the ground and pepper sprayed. Tilmon then heard his brother saying that he couldn't breathe, which, we've heard that time and time again.
Yeah.
He then grabbed a shotgun and shot at the officers. Once Kevin was no longer restrained and had gotten away from them, he then found a gun, shooting and killing both officers. They then left the scene in their vehicle. And I'm good at transitions. You're welcome.
Love that segue.
And now, a short commercial break.
Ring in the holiday with gifts, decor, and more at Lowe's. Save on top DeWalt gifts this holiday, like the 20-volt Max brushless 2-tool drill kit. Was $229, now $149. And choose a DeWalt 20-volt Max brushless drill or impact driver kit. Both are $99 for a limited time. Browse online, then come join the holiday excitement in store. Start your holiday shopping now at Lowe's. Valid through 2/1/23.
You're a holiday powerhouse. You host the dinners, shovel neighbors' sidewalks, and make everything from scratch. You definitely don't need help making the holidays happen. But Dunkin's Holiday Blend Coffee? A warming medium roast complete with sweet notes of dried fruit and molasses. Or a cranberry orange muffin made with real cranberries just might convince you? A little help never hurt. Especially the hot caffeinated kind. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer. Terms apply.
Peloton's best offer of the season is here. Get up to $600 off Peloton Bike, Bike Plus, or Tread packages. Choose the package that's right for you with accessories like our cycling shoes, a heart rate band, non-slip grip dumbbells, and more. If you've been looking for a sign to join Peloton, this offer gives you everything you need to get going. This limited time offer ends December 6th. Visit onepeloton.com to learn more. All access membership separate. Offer ends December 6, 2022. Excludes Bike, Bike Plus, and Tread Basics. See additional terms at onepeloton.com.
From what I was seeing, there wasn't any real debate or discussion on whether or not they actually did commit these crimes. They did shoot and kill these officers after an altercation. And because it's, two young black men killing police officers, it was a really, really big media frenzy that kind of came out about this. And because of all of that media attention, the judges who were overlooking the case said, hey, this cannot happen in Johnston County. There's too many people here who are going to make this an issue. We can't do it here, and we need to move the case. So they chose to move it from Fayetteville to Johnston County. Sorry. They moved it to Johnston County, which at one point was considered the home of the KKK.
Did you guys see the sign? The picture of the sign? Wasn't that wonderful?
Yeah, these judges said, Fayetteville, that's not racist enough. These kids need to go down. We're moving it to Johnston County. And that area was so racist that, the judge that overtook that case, during jury selection, there was a black juror who overheard two of the white jurors talking about how, those boys never should have made it out of the woods, implying they should have been shot and killed there.
That's what got me.
The juror, went to the judge and was like, hey, I heard these two jurors talking about this, and, we haven't heard the facts of the case yet, and they already think these two should be dead. They
should be removed from the case.
They shouldn't be a juror. That's the whole point of jury selection. And the judge said, no. Why are you asking me these questions? You're off the jury. That person's gone. And they went through the process of jury selection, and it ended up being 11 white men and women and 1 black woman. And there were a number of black jurors that were removed. Later it would be determined because of their race, which is illegal. You can't do that.
A jury of your peers.
Well, guys, you can't have sympathy for, people who are the same ethnicity as you.
No, you gotta bring that camera on.
Mixed race people, they have no sympathy for anyone.
Yeah. I say fuck everybody. I'm just kidding.
Burn it all down.
Unsurprisingly, the jury of their peers found them guilty, and they were given death sentences. Both of them were given death sentences for murder in the first degree. However, as years go by, death sentence is not carried out immediately. It takes a long time. Later, the law would change that you cannot you cannot give a death sentence to a child. And because...
Which one thing... that is wild to me about that, is that, even just, listening to, the stuff that you're saying about the context of the trial, it sounds like the fucking 50s, and it was 97!
Let's say,
1997!
It sounds like some Emmett Till shit.
Yes.
We were all alive then!
Yes. And you got somebody, the one comment with the juror is what threw me, because it sounds so archaic.
Mm-hmm. So, because there was a law change that you can't, in North Carolina, sentence a child to death sentence, his death sentence was commuted to life in prison without parole, because he committed the crime at the age of 17. That did not work for his brother, Tilmon, however, because he was 19 at the time. So Tilmon was working with different groups. I believe the NAACP was involved to help overturn that death sentence as a result of the jury tampering and the racist actions of the court. And they were successful. His life sentence was changed into life without parole. And they're both still in prison. Kevin had an offhanded comment that he made that he wanted the 90-Day Fiancé lady to be his wingman when he got out, but I don't know where he sees a path to commuting his life without parole to life with parole and then winning your parole hearing,
and then getting on TLC.
Also, she's doing real great in that department as well, clearly.
Oh yeah, no, she's doing... Baby girl Lisa, she's killing the game. She bought a whole cow for Usman's mom, only to get, cursed out for bribery. Imagine you fly to Nigeria for a man and spend $500 on a cow, and his mom curses you out over it.
Cool. This is match made in heaven. I don't know what you mean,
on TV. You can't even take your L's in private.
Yeah. If TikTok has taught me anything, people want to make their L's as public as possible. Yeah.
It's painful.
They said, can I monetize this embarrassment real quick?
I'm gonna get my 15.
Yeah. But that's kind of where the case ends there. Their trial was mishandled, but they did commit that crime. And
they definitely did it.
And, but, that's also, I'm not saying that they were in the right either, but what really happened? What transpired? What did the cops do? Because they did show that those troopers in particular that in that area were specifically targeting people.
They had histories of themselves, like kind of sus shit they were doing.
I think there's also like an argument that could be made that like, yes, they killed them, but was it murder one? Was it the first degree? Because maybe not. You know, we didn't have body cams. There weren't any witnesses on the scene. So are they going to win that appeal? Probably not. But who knows? Maybe it wasn't as severe. Maybe they can get it changed to like manslaughter or self-defense or something. You know, crazy legal judo to like get them out of a life sentence. But based on the facts that we have, it seems like getting out of the death sentence was about as good as you're going to get.
Yeah. Well, and the thing I remembered that I was going to say, I mean, I don't know this for sure, but I'm pretty confident, at least in where I grew up, that like not having your seatbelt on, shit like that is a secondary offense. You can't get pulled over for it.
Right.
So the fact that they were pulled over for that to begin with just shows how it was like biased against them and that they were being targeted. Because like honestly, yes, you should wear a seatbelt, but in 1997, who really?
Oh wait, did we get into the Rastafarianism shit?
We did not. No.
So yes, during jury selection,
I forgot about that.
They asked some questions that they only asked black jurors. They asked them if they listened to Bob Marley, and if they practiced Rastafarianism. And I don't believe that because Kevin or Tilmon were practicing Rastafari, but
So in one article, it did say that they were, but they were just like vegans who smoke weed ritualistically.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but that one picture of him, he was kind of wearing what looked like a turban. That's what a lot of Rastas hold their locks in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jamaica. So like,
I know one of them was
because
practicing.
he looked like that, I would assume he was.
He did practice. Okay.
Yeah. I know at least Kevin practiced. Yeah.
Oh, and they also asked they just asked black jurors if they had heard of Haile Selassie.
Oh yeah.
Just heard of him, which he was, I believe, a spiritual leader in Ethiopia. I mean, it's kind of like he's kind of where a lot of the Rastafarian stuff came from, and then it took off obviously in Jamaica, but.
And because those questions obviously were targeted based on race and were only asked of black jurors, it was further evidence that there was jury tampering that was done by the court.
Well, I wonder how many times they ask Christians if a defendant's Christian, if they're biased by their Christianity. Yeah.
Have you ever heard of the Westboro Baptist Church? You know,
in the one article I have in WCCADP, whatever, they said that the prosecutors depicted Rastafarianism as a white-hating cult.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the exact opposite. It's just it's a very peaceful.
And the thing is, it's not even whether or not they hate white people. They don't give a shit about you. They don't care about you. They're not worried about you.
They're literally minding their own business. Eating vegetables.
Yeah, and the thing is, in Jamaica, the race relations are a lot different there than they are here. It's not the same kind of,
dynamic, yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't think that would be, baked into Rastafarianism, given where it came from, the way that, things are more tense in our country.
Again, this was the 90s, by the way, too.
That's the thing that keeps killing me, too.
It wasn't like it was the 50s.
Right. Well, and what is your exposure to Rastafarianism in North Carolina in this
Bob Marley
KKK stronghold? It's it's Bob Marley. You saw a teenager with a poster and smoked weed. What realistically do you actually know?
Well, I know that Snoop Dogg isn't getting up the good things.
Andy Samberg's Rasta Steve or whatever.
Oh.
I forgot
you just
about
had,
that.
A deep memory. That was
I buried
sure
that.
I heard that off someone's iPod Nano. Whoa.
After watching Happy Tree Friends.
Oh, God. That was their exposure to Rasta.
Core memory unlocked.
Well, and how do you as a practicing lawyer think this is a good thing to risk my case? Because if you really wanted them to get the death sentence, You fucked that up.
I'm like, what happened to religious freedom, motherfuckers?
Not when it's a bunch of blacks going around conspiring in my
Not
neighborhood.
for brown people.
No, that's... It's an insane case. I didn't expect to go that route from 90 Day Fiancé, but here we are.
Yeah. That took, hard.
It took a hard laugh.
I thought it was, like I said, I thought it was
If only I
like
could
a
see your
Scott
face.
Peterson thing.
Yeah, I was going into it kind of dragging my feet. I like saw the link and I'm like, we're doing a 90 Day Fiancé thing?
Ooh, I got you.
Yeah, you got me.
And that was the episode. Enjoy the music. Check us out on our Patreon, our social medias. We post extra content there. And yeah, be chill. You know, leave the Rastafarians alone. They're hurting nobody.
Yeah,
They ain't
they don't
bothering
care
you.
about you, I promise.
And go
Speaking of
binge.
which, real quick, did you guys see that video of oh my god, what is that producer's name? You're
Big
mad, I'm back. Oh my god, he is the child who he made a producer on his album. Another one.
His
name?
DJ Khaled.
Did you see the video of DJ Khaled playing Bob Marley's guitar?
Basketball. Oh no, I saw him playing
No.
basketball. How bad is
Not
the pull
play
it up?
guitar. He doesn't know how to play guitar.
He doesn't write his own music either.
He's doing Bob dirty.
I'm sorry to interrupt about that, but DJ Khaled, fuck that guy.
Did you hear about Big Lotto?
No, what?
She got 180 of her songs leaked on Twitter.
Oh shit, that sucks.
I guess like a lot. That's like a what? More than an album's worth of music to get like
That's a whole
leaked.
catalog. Like, Christ.
and
that
also
sucks.
including reference tracks to some of her biggest hits, like Big Energy. Meaning, she didn't write it. But it's like, are you surprised?
Well, I mean, it sampled a few songs,
sample.
didn't it?
But a whole reference track from a guy who like actually wrote the song got leaked. With like the same flow and everything. She really didn't change anything at all.
I mean,
But everyone's
people buy
dragging her.
songs. There are songwriters. I don't know what, like, why are you all acting new?
Like the internet's been dragging her. I'm like,
Especially
so
bad because
what?
like Twitter wasn't the whole thing like with Twitter because Elon Musk has shit the bed so bad that like all the things that strike down copyright infringements aren't working. So like you can go and watch a whole fucking movie on Twitter right now because
Oh, did someone
nothing,
post? I seen that.
everything is
Yeah.
broken. It's like on fire. It's that meme, that GIF meme of like
The dog.
Childish Gambino walking into that room with the pizza and everything's on fire.
Did you see the one posted made like this is my bedside and it was like a gun and 3 Diet Cokes and everyone was like, "Bro, are you okay?"
This is diet.
Who's drinking that many Diet Cokes?
Maybe do full strength Coke and a taser. Like compromise.
I got even it out.
Yeah.
We can find the middle ground. But yeah, that was this episode. Enjoy the music, and we'll see you back next time. Kisses from the homies.
And now, a short commercial break.
Just gotta run with you till we're falling. Just gotta run with you every night. Just wanna let you know that I'm all in. Just wanna dance with you every night.
Peloton's best offer of the season is here. Get up to $600 off Peloton Bike, Bike Plus, or Tread packages. Choose the package that's right for you with accessories like our cycling shoes, a heart rate band, non-slip grip dumbbells, and more. If you've been looking for a sign to join Peloton, this offer gives you everything you need to get going. This limited time offer ends December 6th. Visit onepeloton.com to learn more. All access membership separate. Offer ends December 6, 2022. Excludes Bike, Bike Plus, and Tread Basics. See additional terms at onepeloton.com.
The Venture X card from Capital One gives you more of what you love, like premium travel benefits and access to Taylor Swift tickets. Oh, I do love her. Earn 5 times miles on flights and 10 times miles on hotels through Capital One Travel.
Enjoy your stay in Suite 13.
Whoa, 13? That's Taylor's lucky number. Plus, get access to Taylor Swift The Eras Tour, presented by Capital One. Maybe I'll see you there. The Venture X card from Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.